just got your handprints and feet on the Chinese forecourt.
Chinese forecourt.
You made it to the Chinese forecourt.
Yeah, I stepped on my own handprint, so I've got the most like stupid looking one now.
So you've made a mess, basically.
Yeah, literally. I really want us to redo it.
Did you ask? Can I redo that, please?
I think I'm going to.
So that's a huge honour. Congratulations.
Yeah, I've still got it in my nails.
Did you not wash your hands before you came here?
I tried to. Everyone's been rushing me around.
Didn't even give the poor boy time to wash his hands. The movie the fans have been waiting for. Love scenes, the wedding. How much fun was it to film the wedding scene?
It was kind of fun. I mean, it was kind of crazy. After doing so many movies, where I feel like I've proposed about 40 times throughout the series, but just sort of, you know, it felt like we were doing kind of a charade of the whole thing. It was kind of hilarious. But I mean, Kristen, obviously, I guess like in any wedding, I mean, the bride is completely freaking out about everything. And all I had to do was basically stand there and look at her, so it was kind of easy for me.
It's easy for you.
Yeah, but yeah, it wasn't really, it wasn't really my day. it was more Bella's day.
But now you've had so much practice at proposing. When it comes to it, you'll be the master
so
of
smooth,
all.
yeah.
You're going to be so smooth at it,
Gonna
right?
whip it out. They won't even know what's happening.
Poor woman doesn't stand a chance. The fans have been waiting for these love scenes. Did it make you guys nervous, just knowing, you know, that this is the moment that everyone's waiting for?
Yeah, the moment of impact.
Shall we say?
Yeah, no, it was kind of, because normally when you do a love scene, it's just sort of, you're almost less judged than you are in other scenes if you're doing other movies. Because, like, for one thing, no one really wants to tell you what to do. Everyone's a little bit uncomfortable directing you or whatever. So you're kind of left to your own devices. But on this, me and Kristen kind of knew that everyone who's read the book, and even people who don't even like Twilight, I mean, I would assume a lot of people are kind of just curious, because everyone knows that the series has been about abstinence and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And now that they're having sex, so everyone's going to be kind of curious. But there's only a couple of ways to, well, I mean, well, I'm sure there's plenty of ways to have sex, but I mean, like, in a movie, you just kind of, like, in a movie, I mean, it's kind of, you know, you're trying to think, like, how can I make this, like, I don't know, how do you make it sort of spectacular? Because really, it's not, like, the visual aspect of it, it's never going to be that great. I mean, it's not really for an outside observer, like, the kind of majesty of sex. What am I talking about? I have no idea.
Did you just say the majesty of sex?
Literally, like, I've had too much coffee. Like, I just literally need to stop speaking now.
You said in a recent interview that the priest that married you in the wedding is a real priest.
Yeah.
So technically you're married, right?
Well, I mean, I read something like furiously taking the piss out of me like the other day for saying that, because they're like, of course you can't. It's not real priest. Even if it's a real priest, it doesn't make any difference. You got to do all these forms and blah blah blah. So yeah, but I mean, the guy kept confusing our real names and calling us kind of various different characters. Like, I mean, we're married in so many different ways. But yeah, I kind of like the idea of that happening though.
You managed over the years to just cope with all of the craziness. The interest in you is so intense, and you're quite shy, and so how have you managed to deal with it all?
A lot of hiding, like, a lot of complaining.
But do you think finally now you're used to it?
In some ways, like in big crowd situations where you're like signing stuff and things like that, it does become, you have a sort of alter ego that kind of does it for you. Yeah, I mean, the being followed and stuff, that's the thing which I've never really got used to. I can still feel the rage building inside me. It hasn't really peaked yet, which frightens me a little bit.
Scares you just a little bit.
I know.
How are you feeling that this is coming to an end? It's been like 4 years of your life. You guys must be so close. What was the last day of filming like?
I mean, the last day of filming, I've kind of, throughout the whole series, had to jump onto something else every single time. And so I finished in Canada, and it was 2 weeks of night shoots, freezing cold and raining every single day, and so everyone kind of just ran away at the end of the shoot. And then I had to go and do a press tour for Water for Elephants like the next day, and then go straight into another movie. So I really haven't even had time.
So you don't think it's sunk in yet?
Not at all. I mean, we had a great day when it was just me and Kristen doing this one additional thing in the Caribbean, doubling for Brazil, which was just, I think we were just kissing in the sea, like in the Caribbean. That's all we did.
Tough job.
And it was like, that was a nice kind of farewell to the whole thing. But,
And there's these rumours that you and Kristen are going to do a comedy together, romantic comedy.
what? I haven't
So it's
even
not
heard
true
that one.
then?
Yeah, no,
You haven't heard that one yet?
no, this is the first time.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm just spreading it out there.
I wrote it. It's here.
Yeah, exactly. This is from me. Now, the last time we spoke to you, you said what a huge fan you were of 2.5 Men. Do you remember that?
No.
I did say that. Have you managed to see any of it recently with Ashton?
I haven't actually, no. I don't really think I've seen that much of the old one either. But like, I think, I don't know why that came up. I like Charlie Sheen's shirts in it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You're a fan of his shirts?